Imagine it's Monday morning. You open your laptop and your inbox is already drowning. 43 unread emails, 3 urgent meeting requests, and a massive spreadsheet someone sent at 11 p.m. that needs a response before 9. You sigh. You open a new Copilot chat and you type something like, "Write me a professional email." And what comes back sounds exactly like a robot wrote it at 3 in the morning. So you close it and you go back to doing everything yourself. But here is the truth. The problem was never Copilot. The problem is that you've been using a Formula One car to drive to the corner store. What if the tool already sitting on your taskbar could remove 6 to 10 hours of busy work from your week? Not in theory. With the version you have right now, used the right way. This is the 3-level system no one shows you. By the way, if you're new here, I'm Tiago, and I've been teaching AI for free to help you reclaim your time. Let's build the foundation. Level 1 is about fixing the single biggest reason Copilot sounds robotic. Most people who try Copilot give up within a week. They ask a basic question, get a generic answer, and decide the tech is overhyped. What they miss is that Copilot is not just a chatbot. It is an infrastructure layer built directly into Word, Excel, Outlook, and Teams. The difference between saving hours and doing everything manually is not intelligence. It is setup. Think about it. Every new chat starts with zero context about who you are or how you communicate. You are basically handing a stranger a blank piece of paper and asking them to write in your voice. The fix takes exactly 2 minutes. Go into your Copilot settings and find personalization. Tell it your job title. Tell it your industry. Tell it how you prefer to write. Use phrases like clear, direct, and no filler phrases. If your team hates jargon, say that too. And add this exact line. Always cite sources and flag anything you are uncertain about. Without that instruction, Copilot may confidently guess. With it, the outputs become something you can actually trust. One more quick habit. When you are building a prompt, do not just hit enter. Use Shift plus Enter to write on multiple lines. Break your request into 3 parts: context, task, format, who you are, what you need, and how you want it structured. That single habit changes everything. If you want a full step-by-step breakdown of habits just like this, I actually built a completely free ChatGPT and AI productivity course. You can grab it right in the description. And if you are on TikTok, make sure to follow me there, where I post daily workflow shortcuts. Now that the foundation is set, level 2 is where you get your actual hours back. Take the classic email thread. You've been copied on a conversation with 15 replies. People disagreed. A decision was made somewhere in the middle, and someone changed their mind at the very end. Reading it all takes 20 minutes you do not have. Stop reading, start asking. Open the thread in Outlook and use the summary by Copilot feature. It instantly extracts the key decisions and action items. But here is the specific prompt that makes this powerful. Ask it, what is still unresolved in this thread? That single question surfaces exactly what needs your attention and nothing else. You are no longer reading for information, you are reading for decisions. The same principle applies to meetings. Research shows it takes an average of 23 minutes to regain full focus after an interruption. Joining a meeting late is exactly that. To fix this, make it a team habit to get transcription running at the start of every call. In Teams, go to your toolbar. Click More, select Record and Transcribe, then hit Start Transcription. Once it is running, arriving late is no longer a problem. You can quietly ask Copilot, what have I missed so far? Or what did people disagree on? You are caught up in seconds. Then there is Excel. The formula bar makes most people feel like they are not technical enough. But the formulas were never the point. The insight was, describe what you want to understand in plain language. Tell Copilot, highlight every project that is more than 10% over budget. Or find the months where revenue dropped and tell me what else changed at the same time. You do not need to know how the formatting works. You just need to know what your data is telling you. Microsoft's own data shows that knowledge workers spend 57% of their time communicating and only 43% on actual creation. Operating at level 2 shifts that ratio. It does not eliminate communication, it just makes it targeted and way less exhausting. You are now getting real work done. But there is a third level, and most people never reach it. Level 3 is not a feature. It is a completely different way of thinking. Stop opening a new Copilot chat every time you have a task. Every new chat is a blank slate. No history, no project context, no memory. You are starting over every single time. Instead, use Copilot Notebooks. A notebook is a focused workspace tied to a single project. You load it with your research, your meeting notes, and your draft documents. Everything lives in one place, and Copilot maintains that exact context across every conversation inside it. It is the difference between briefing a brand new assistant every morning versus working with a partner who has been on the project since day one. From there, you move to agents. This is where the system moves from reactive to proactive. Instead of you asking Copilot to do something, you build a small workflow that runs automatically. Imagine a researcher agent that pulls together background data and recent context before you walk into a project meeting, or a facilitator agent that monitors your team channel and surfaces deadlines or blockers that were mentioned but never formally tracked. The psychology of flow, that state where you are performing at your best, requires removing friction from the tasks that do not demand your full attention. This system does not replace your judgment. It removes the administrative weight, keeping you from using it. Here is your 7-day path to owning this system. On day 1, summarize one long email thread instead of reading it. On day 2, draft a reply using your new personalization instructions. On day 3, use the meeting summary feature for a call you attend or miss. On day 4, take a set of rough notes and turn them into a structured Word document. On day 5, build a PowerPoint outline from an existing document instead of a blank slide. On day 6, load a spreadsheet and ask one plain language question about the data. On day 7, create your first notebook for a project currently spread across 10 different chats. 7 days, one small shift each morning. By next week, your inbox will look exactly the same. The meeting calendar will look the same, but something will have changed. The 43 emails on Monday morning will no longer be a wall to climb. They will just be a filter to pass through. You open your laptop, the inbox is full, but you already know exactly what to do. If you want the exact text prompts, the personalization templates I use today, and weekly AI strategies delivered to your inbox, join my free newsletter linked in the description below. Hit follow and subscribe, grab your freebies, and drop a comment letting me know which level you are building first.